Hello everybody, how are you all? Okay, so I come across an interesting article today in the Telegraph newspaper dated Saturday the 27th of August 2011, and the headline reads, "Exploding star to be visible from Earth within a fortnight." And then under that it says, "The most visible exploding star in a generation will be visible in skies above Britain within a fortnight," Oxford University astronomers have announced. Okay, so let's just talk about this. Now, do you remember the media statements recently, in the last sort of couple of months or so? I can't remember. But now that no doubt you'll remember that there was media coverage stating that the star Betelgeuse will supernova and that we will see a second sun in the sky. But it's just the light from Betelgeuse having just got to us, because obviously it's so far away and the light needs to travel and it takes a while to get to us so we can see it. Okay, so when this was announced, it said that this could happen sometime in the next year or two, or sometime within a million years. It was very vague. So it stated it could be like soon, like within a year or two, or it could be like not in our lifetime, not in our children's or our grandchildren's lifetime. It could be like way in the future, which isn't good enough, is it? I mean, that's very vague. And okay, so maybe they don't know the answer, but now we've got an article today saying that within a fortnight, that's 14 days, we're going to see a star that will be visible to Earth. Visible from Earth. So, naturally, this has roused my curiosity and got my cogs going in my brain, because it brings up so many questions. It seems to me as though the governments, the media, right, that someone somewhere, or some group of people somewhere, call them the Illuminati or whatever you want to call them, it's very difficult to pinpoint who we're talking about, but it seems as though they want to prepare us for something that's going to happen and give us a explanation. Alright, now what we are expecting, according to the media, may not be the truth of what's going on in the skies, but if they want us to think, if they want us to interpret what we see in a particular way, then they're doing a good job of it. Okay, because if we see a second sun in the sky, we're naturally going to put two and two together and think, well, hey, we expected this, we've been warned of this. This is a supernova. Now, the name Betelgeuse isn't mentioned in this article, so they're talking about the same event? I'm not sure. I need a bit of help on this. Okay, so if anyone would like to comment and help me out on this, help me get my head around this, then fine. Okay, so I'll tell you my questions. Now, I had a look on Google Sky, and I'll tell you why. Let me just get Google Sky up here. Okay, they said that it's coming from the Great Bear constellation. Now I typed in, I think Great Bear is a nickname, and I think it's a different constellation, an official name of a constellation, which I'm not sure of. Haven't done that much research into this yet. I'm going to continue researching, and hopefully you guys will assist me in my research. Okay, so couldn't find anything on that, so then I typed in Pinwheel Galaxy. Okay, and I found the Pinwheel Galaxy in Google Sky, and it exists at 14 hours 3 minutes 11 seconds, or 54 degrees 20 34.6. Okay, so then I thought, okay, well, let me look at Comet Elenin that is coming out of the constellation Leo. Okay, so I found that, and that's in a different part of the sky. because I was thinking, okay, so are people going to see Comet Elenin? And Comet Elenin, let us not forget, has a coma. The last time I checked, it was 200,000 kilometers in diameter. Okay. Now I'm not saying that Comet Elenin is going to pose a threat. Now I've already said in a previous video that I personally do not believe, and I have reason to believe, that Comet Elenin is not a brown dwarf. I'm not saying that there isn't a brown dwarf out there somewhere making its way towards us. Possibly there is, I don't know. But I do not believe that Comet Elenin is a brown dwarf itself, and there's various reasons for that. I know it's the most controversial comet ever, but anyway, let's not go down that road. So I'm thinking that Comet Elenin is more so a timeline, and I'm not alone in that. I've come across other people's research that's come to that conclusion. So yeah, Comet Elenin is a timeline. There's I think that it is something that is going to take the blame for some sinister events that are going to go on some key dates. And that's the way the Illuminati want it to be. Okay, so I was having a look then to see, you know, is this Pinwheel Galaxy going to be in the same direction as Comet Elenin? It looks to me as though it's not, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone can correct me on that, I don't know. But then I'm also thinking, okay, so if the Illuminati want us to believe that Comet Elenin is going to cause some mayhem, then surely coming up with some Psy-Ops to suggest that any bright object is actually a supernova star, that's working against them. I don't know. It's very strange, because you could also question, well then why isn't there full disclosure as to the truth of Elenin if they want us to believe it? Well, I believe that because so many people distrust the media and the government, that the only way that they could get the Psy-Ops out is through the alternative media, because more and more people are looking to the alternative media. So maybe maybe this whole truth movement is being played by the Illuminati. There's so many angles to look at things. That's the problem. You see, sussing things out nowadays is just getting harder and harder, because you can dissect something and look at it so many different angles, and there's so many different possibilities. So it's difficult to get to the bottom of all of this. We don't have long to wait, a few weeks, and everything that's gonna happen will happen, and if nothing happens, great, and it won't be long before we know. So anyway, so I found this article very interesting. I don't trust it. I think that they're trying to take our attention away from something. I think they're expecting something big in the sky. You see, the article itself is rather contradictory, because the title of the article is a little bit misleading, because it gives the impression that we're going to see something big in the sky. And then you read the article, you get into it, and it turns out we're talking about seeing it through a pair of binoculars, which is pretty impressive. To see a star go supernova through a pair of binoculars, that is pretty unprecedented, as it does say in the article. Okay, but I am of the belief that the real psychological warfare exists in the headline. Because how many people see a headline? Everybody. How many people actually read the article beneath the headline? Not as many people. So it's the headline that will really get the word out, I think. Even people that don't consciously be aware of reading it, anyone who picks up a paper, you only have to glance at it, you're psychologically prepared for something in the skies. So tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me, do you think this is a cover-up for Elenin? I mean, let's not forget, Elenin isn't. There's no cover-up with Elenin. Elenin is common knowledge. It's not a secret. Elenin exists. The controversy is, what effects will Elenin have? Well, if Elenin is a comet, then nothing. We know that for a fact. If they're not being truthful about Elenin, then that's a different matter, and we don't know what going to happen. Okay, so just want to draw your attention to that article, get some help. Okay.